Hey guys, my name's KatherineKnows and welcome back to KatherineKnows, and tonight I have a haul video for you on my experience with the brand new spanking store that opened up in Queensland. Fist pump. If you're interested on watching me blabber away about some beauty products as well as tell you my experience with the brand new store, then keep on watching. This is my bag that I got from Sephora. This is the very long receipt. Actually, it could have been longer, but they actually sold out on a couple of things that I wanted, and I couldn't buy them. So when I first walked through the glass doors of Sephora, the first thing I came into contact with was Anastasia Beverly Hills. And if you've never heard of Anastasia Beverly Hills, you should, because they make beautiful makeup products. From eyeshadow to, contour kits to like the perfect brow products. And I've used, the pomades, and I've heard really good things about their the brow wizzes. And so when I came across this one, the brow definer, I was like, oh, that looks interesting. One is the actual like applicator. One side you're getting the little spoolie, the other side is like a triangular mechanical pencil with a slant. But after trying this one out, I'm kind of a little bit disappointed. Don't know if it's because I'm not using it correctly, but it just doesn't give me that nice, precise, defined brow. I think I would have much preferred the actual brow whiz, only because I know the actual lead pencil inside is a lot finer, and you could do like tiny, minute flicks, or you could even, line the base of your eyebrow really nicely, whereas this one's a lot fatter and it's a lot chunkier, a little bit waxier in consistency. So I don't know how I feel about it. The next thing that really caught my eye, the Jaclyn Hill Becca highlighter. And if you've never heard of her, you need to go watch her videos because she's amazing and she's hilarious. And I knew this was definitely on my list of things I wanted to get before I got to the store, and I am so freaking glad I got this because it is heaven, God sent on earth. I find the shade of this one beautiful. It is nice, shimmery, it's nice and refined, no chunks of glitter, it's smooth, it's buttery, it's just beautiful on the skin. I'm actually wearing it tonight as well, as you can see. Can you really see that bounce of color? Mary Lou, it did shatter and did break, but as you can see, it definitely... Oh my god. I don't want to clean that up. So here's a side-to-side comparison of the Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill and also the Mary Lou Luminizer by The Balm. I find Mary Lou is great for girls who are a bit fairer in complexion. I am about a MAC NC30, just so you can get an idea of what color I am. And I do have a really olive undertone. So I find this one's a lot more flattering on my skin, and I can afford to be a bit more generous. Whereas, say, if I do a light dusting of this, it is beautiful. But then if I do want to be a bit more heavy-handed and have that highlighter bounce off my skin, then it does become almost a bit stark white. So this one so far is definitely one of my favorite highlighters. Love. I am so glad I got it because it is beautiful. It is beautiful. We are a match made in heaven. I love you. I want you forever. I don't want you to ever leave my side. And please, I promise, if you don't break my heart, I won't break you like I broke the Mary Lou Luminizer. Next thing I purchased was the Tarte High Performance Naturals Creaseless Concealer. I've watched Heidi Human, who is another beauty blogger, do a video on this, and she highly recommended this Tarte concealer. I remember her saying something about it being really thick in consistency, and that's great. The thickness of the concealer actually helps with the creasing of the under eye. Heard great things about this Tarte concealer. Got to give it a whirl. And I end up picking the shade medium. I'm wearing it tonight. I also wore it today for the first time. And I love it. One thing I noticed about this concealer was, yeah, definitely very, 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 very high coverage, very thick in consistency. And I find that, say for most liquid concealers, when you apply with your finger and then you try and apply a second layer to add more coverage with your finger, sometimes your finger can actually pull off that product. Did a one coat, still great coverage, and say this part of my eye where I do have a bit more darkness, I did a second coat and it just stayed on. It didn't pull off any product and it didn't crease on me. So I'm super, super stoked and I'm super happy with this concealer. The only downside to this concealer is that it is a bit harder to work with because it is such thick in consistency. It takes more effort to blend, but again, such great coverage, doesn't crease, and it doesn't pull off. Super stoked that I bought this. Very, very happy. So the next thing I bought was the Kat Von D Everlasting Lipstick in Vampira. Never ever tried Kat Von D liquid lipsticks before, and thought I would give it a whirl. I find definitely easy to work with. It's liquidy, and it's thin, super pigmented. It's got that beautiful matte finish that everyone loves a matte lip right now because it's so on trend, and super stoked with this color. Actually have it on at the moment. Don't know if you would have figured that out by now, but yeah, loving it. I feel like it matches my top really well. Longevity wise, definitely long lasting. It does naturally, as most liquid lipsticks do, they do dry, they do crack a little bit after a while. Out of all the liquid lipsticks I've tried, Jeffree Star is still by far my favorite, and I really want to try his is it Ox Blood? No, Unicorn Blood. So, but obviously they don't sell Jeffree Star in Sephora, so yeah. Okay. The next thing I bought was the Kat Von D ink liner in the color Dali, and I came in not really knowing much about the Kat Von D range at all. Took the tester, swatched it in my hand, and it was instant love. One, the applicator. It's a really fine tip sponge applicator. It's not too stiff, it's not too flimsy where you have no control, and the formulation is beautiful. One stripe and it's just like bam shalam, like get out of here. Like, it's so pigmented. And a thing I've noticed with liquid liners, especially when it's too watery, when you swatch it and you kind of let it settle on your skin, it actually starts moving into the cracks of your skin. I'm so happy with this color because it's so unique. I've never seen a color like this before. So super happy that I bought that. Loving the Kat Von D range so far. The next thing I also bought was the Cover FX Drops. I didn't realize Sephora stocked Cover FX. I obviously didn't do enough research, but I've been hearing great things with Wayne Goss, with Claire Marshall. What it essentially is, it's pure pigment in a bottle. A common thing I find with a lot of my foundations or with a lot of products is that it's not yellow enough for my skin, and I often do find things are a little bit too neutral or they're a little bit too pink based. So by buying something like this, if I do find a great formula of, say, foundation, but it's just not the perfect color, do a couple of drops, mix it, and Bob's your uncle. Loving the idea of having a pure pigment. I wouldn't want to wear this all over the face because I tried that, and it does not work well at all. But again, it will give your foundation a bit more coverage and it will warm up your foundation. So I'm so glad I bought it. Next thing I also bought was a beauty blender. It's dirty because I've already used it, and it's really nice. I've heard a lot of people say, you know, beauty blenders are worth the money only because they're so soft in consistency. They're not stiff. Knockoff one that I bought in Woolies. This is the actual beauty blender. That's very, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but when I'm squishing this sponge, there's a lot more bounce to it and there's almost a little bit more resistance. This one is a lot softer and you don't get as much bounce. Even when I was wetting it and I was running it underneath the tap, it was just such a weird... It was such a weird feeling in my hand squishing it because it retains the water so well, but when you squish it, it doesn't bounce back to its normal shape. It kind of takes a while, and it was really tripping me out, hey, but loving the quality of this beauty blender. It is just so soft and so, like, soft. Like, there's no resistance. The last thing I bought was the Sephora Algae Eye Mask. Just bought it just because it was cheap, and Chelsea, the chicken baby that I went with, has used it before, and she said she was really happy with it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a whirl, why not? The other things that I really want to buy was the Laura Mercier loose setting powder. I've seen a lot of YouTubers and a lot of makeup artists use it to bake, and after feeling it, because I did have a little sample of it, I'm definitely going to go out and buy some, because it is a really nice product, and I've tried setting my makeup with it, and it just works really, really nice. It's not chalky, it's silky, and it doesn't leave my skin looking ashy, so it is really, really, really translucent. The other thing that I looked at in that range as well was the actual highlighter. Highlighter alone looks beautiful, because in the pan it's like this beautiful silky woven looking fabric, but they only had one shade at Sephora. I'm pretty sure I've seen other shades, and the shade that they had in Sephora wasn't just, you know, my jam. So I really wanted to go check out maybe a Laura Mercier counter. Perhaps they would have more ranges, and get my hands on a shade that I really, really wanted, you know. And yeah, that was pretty much all I've bought. They did give me like heaps of samples and stuff as well. They also gave me a Beauty Blender liquid cleanser. Also a Dali micellar cleansing water, which is great because I'm actually really running low on micellar water. And a Alpha liquid gold with glycolic acid facial pad. Love glycolic acid. I use the Dr. Luwen's glycolic cream cleanser, and glycolic acid's great for all skin types. More, I'd say 20 and above. I wouldn't use it if you're, you know, in high school, if you're still quite young. But essentially what glycolic acid does, you know how there's actually different layers to the skin? Glycolic acid is responsible for the very top layer. How do I describe it? Glycolic's great, and it works as an exfoliant. Think of the skin as it's got glue and it's got like building blocks. What glycolic acid does is it actually dissolves the glue between the building blocks, and that's how it removes all the dead skin and the very surface of the skin without going, you know, burning your skin and going right down to the layers. So great for people who have acne scars, who have pigmentation, who have sunspots and everything, because it just helps remove the very surface of the layer, and it renews your skin. So interesting little fact for the day. But yeah, thanks so much for watching my haul. I think that's it. I've showed you everything. I hope you enjoyed watching my haul. If you had any like requests, or if you want to leave any comments down below, then leave a comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed watching my video wherever you are in the world, and remember to stay happy. Mwah. Bye guys, it's KatherineKnows from KatherineKnows, and tonight I have another makeup tutorial for you on this super sparkly bronzy eye with a mega bold lip. So if you're interested on how I got this makeup look, please keep on watching. The actual I can't find the name. Hey y'all, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. Oh yeah, here it is.
Hey Katharina, what are you doing?
Filming a video.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay, what's up? You want to chat for a bit? My voice is getting raspy. It's getting really raspy because it's getting late at night.